Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a reading for the Pisces new moon. So I feel that this time is the beginning of the undoing of the old time, the old era that we've been in. In my last video I spoke about Ragnarok, and this energy is just getting stronger and stronger. And so I feel that this period, this undoing, it is going to last for some time. There are going to be a lot of lessons served at this time to people that are not so in tune with their own imagination, with their own subconscious. I think for some of you watching this video, you are probably a little bit on the other side, that you might be much more in tune with your subconscious, and so you might have the ability to learn a lot of karmic lessons through your own, imagination. You don't have to manifest it necessarily to understand the negative patterns and why it's not beneficial to play out certain energies, because you can imagine it. Not all people are like this, not all people are able to observe their own inner spaces at this point in time. And so that's why I think that these energies of the old light, the energies of war, they're going to continue to be played out to some extent. And there's going to be a lot of lessons, potentially quite hard lessons, that will be played out to kind of teach the collective and guide them in towards the new time. If you think about the symbol of Pisces, it's two fish swimming in the opposite direction. And that's what is happening now on the energetic level. We have the people that are linked to the old light, the old time, swimming in one direction. And then we have the people that are linked to the new time, swimming in the other direction. And so what I feel this new moon is calling for us to do is to actually see if we have a consciousness that can be expanded enough to hold space for both, and to learn from both of these types of light at this point in time. I'm also feeling that this might be difficult because there is a lot of fear surrounding this. There is also a lot of intimidation. I think that if you're holding space for the new light, you might be feeling a lot of insecurity. Because if you think about it, the new light, it is immature at this point in time. It's just about to come in, and so it doesn't have any, it's almost as if it doesn't have any parents here on earth. There is no people, no humans here on earth that really understands that new light and knows how to care for it. It's here on its own. And so when we hold space for that within ourselves, we feel that feeling of I'm here on my own. Like there is no one that knows how to see me or knows how to mirror me. I'm just on my own. And so that can be challenging. But if we know that that is the feeling of the new light, then it's probably going to be easier to actually protect that, and know that, no, this feeling, these feelings of insecurity, these feelings of being small, they are what connects us to the stars, to the future. So I feel that don't let go of that. Don't let the energy of war and the intimidation and the threatening and all of that kind of hellfire take away from the consciousness, the light that you are building, that are much more focused around peace. So let's pull some cards here and see if there are any other messages for us. Wow, the Seven of Pentacles comes out in reverse, and underneath the deck is the Two of Swords. Wow, and the Ten of Swords, and the Hermit, and the Nine of Pentacles. There's so many cards. Everything is speaking right now. So I think that you might be feeling this within your own life as well, that when you are tuned in to this new light, you know, to this child self of yours that is feeling insecure and feeling alone, when you're tuned into that, everything is gonna start to speak to you. That's what I'm feeling. It's like the more we allow, the more we can become okay with feeling insecure and small, the more we will actually be guided by synchronicity. Because it's almost as if the child is about to be born here on earth, and because its parents are not yet here, you know, synchronicity, you know, these beings, the fairies, the elementals, the mermaids, the trees, the natural world and the magic of the natural world, that becomes the parents of these new children. And so it's like everything around us, everything that's movable and animated around us, will actually be guiding us and speaking to us and trying to protect us when we are in this new light. That's what I'm feeling. And so with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the card that really popped out, it's about like, stand your ground. It's not about fighting your fear or trying to avoid or trying to fight being insecure. Just stand your ground, stand within it, accept it. You know, accept your smallness, accept that people don't understand what it is that you're doing and why you're choosing these weird paths. Like, just accept that with peace in your heart, because their consciousness is still having to learn all of these lessons from the old light. But you might not have to. You know, maybe you are actually ready to grow into the new light. And so, oh, I love that energy actually. It feels so soft yet so strong. Like it's powerful, but it's like this gentle power that it doesn't like burn so brightly, and it doesn't try to like become so big and grow so quickly. It's just flowing with everything that's going on around it. It's a much more like inclusive energy that I'm feeling. Like, it's really the energy I feel of the Age of Aquarius. It's like, let's make sure that there's room for all. Like, everyone that is willing to step into this energy of I don't yet know. You know, everyone that's willing to be humble, I feel, is gonna really start to feel this feeling of being home soon. Interesting. Underneath the deck was the Emperor here, and then the card that came out, wow, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I feel that this is probably talking about, you know, the old light. Oh yeah, I'm just seeing I'm just seeing this man just like doom, hitting the table, you know, just like my way, you know, my will. So this is the old light that's not wanting to let go. But actually underneath the deck, underneath the Emperor, was the Hanged Man. And so I feel that the people that are trying to move forward with this light, like, my will, you will bow to my will. These people are also gonna be hit by synchronicity. They're gonna somehow, I feel, be trapped by circumstance. It's like they're gonna manifest the prison that will hold them so that they cannot act so quickly based on this energy of, I will spread my words, my truth, my vision to the world, and you will just receive. It's like bow down and receive. Yeah, let's see how this is gonna play out. But definitely it comes through in my cards here that, at least for us, let's do it for us that are watching this video. We might also recognize this energy within us because it's part of our karma. It's part of our collective karma, and so we will have to overcome it, all of us. And so I think that when you feel this energy of wanting to convince and wanting to kind of like push your words or your seeds or your opinions onto others, these cards are saying that acting out that type of behavior or feeding on that type of consciousness, it will quickly put you in a hanged man position where you won't be able to act at all. Like, that's what I'm feeling. And so the other way of being much more just okay with not knowing and being much more like, I feel surrendered, just being like trusting that the people that needs to learn lessons, is like the earth will teach them at this point in time. Synchronicity will teach them. And they might be hard lessons, but maybe they will get it in the way that they need it to understand. Because it's almost like we've been in this long period of time now where we have had the space to learn through our subconscious. We've had the space to learn through our imagination. And so the people that are able to do that, they have learned. They now understand much more about what we are about to face. And then the people that haven't been able to learn, now they will get the chance. And they will learn in a way that they understand. So one more card here. Yes, we get the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. And so that's why I feel that maybe some of the people that have been learning about these energies that we will see playing themselves out in reality now. Some of you that have been learning through your own subconscious and your own practice, now might be a time where you also begin to share some of these lessons that you've learned with others, but from a place of the page. It's from a place of being small, from a place of being grounded, not from the place of being this teacher or this God, this, superior authority. It's coming from a place of being like, we're in this together, like being a child. That's what I'm feeling, having fun with it. Almost like playing with it, because that's such a contradictory energy to like the energy of war, where everything is, where we kind of take ourselves so seriously, everything is triggering and an insult and something to be revenged, This energy is completely opposite. It's like everything can become a joke, even the darkest of experiences, because that's the only way we can survive. That's what I'm feeling. And so there's also, of course, a lot of feelings around that, and a lot of like, reality might get quite dark. And so I feel like we have to do what we can to keep that, the hope and the youthful spirit alive within ourselves. And I think that because right now I'm reading a potential timeline, and so this might not happen. You know, this is how kind of I feel like energy works. It's like, because I become aware of it ahead of time, now already I can choose to begin to invest into this timeline of play, of innocence, of humility. And then if there are enough people doing that already now, then maybe we won't even have to manifest some of these darkest timelines, because we were able to change the energy, you know, here on earth before that dark energy is able to fully come in and take over. So I feel, don't underestimate your own power right now, the power of your feelings, of what you choose to invest into your life. You know, the part of yourself that you choose to invest into. Is it the child, or is it that old God that knows it all? You know, is it the child that is open to learning, or is it the one that already knows everything that is to know? So I'm gonna end the reading here. Take care, guys. Yeah, goodbye.